Hi everyone, welcome back to day 7, Sunday. Today's the day of the Euros final, Italy versus England. Really fingers crossed, hoping that England can finally do it and get there and win the final. We've made it to the final, first final in 55 years since the World Cup in 66, so come on England, let's bring this home. So it's also a big day today. We're going to start putting the roof on. We're going to put a batten across the top of here, and then we'll put our lean-tos straight up. As long as we achieve a gradient of about 5 degrees for the water to run off. The water runs off the polycarbonate really well, so as long as we get at least 5 degrees gradient on that, we'll be fine. So we'll just get started off by moving the trees that I haven't moved during the whole of this process, and we'll put them down on our new plinth that we created, so at least that will come in handy and we'll have somewhere to put it all. So yeah, let's crack on. So there's spots of rain in the air, but we'll carry on with this as long as we can, because we need to try and get this into action. First things first, so I was going to chop out the back of the timber for this cable that's running down, but then thinking about it, if we put the flashing in, we're going to be in the way of the cable again. So I'm going to remove the external Wi-Fi unit. And we'll get the timber behind it. So we've got the Bosch battery SDS drill, an 8mm SDS drill bit, and it's powered by a 4 amp hour battery, so it should be more than enough to do all of this. That's enough to make your ears whistle. That's just about perfect, that, so drive this one in. Get a few more of those in. If you get that 2x2, what I'm going to want you to do is just push the timber in order to stop it falling down. If you, no, it can still rock. Just like that, just so it doesn't go anywhere. Let it go down a bit. Push that.
Looking good.
Thank you. good and solid, not going anywhere. It's not going to take a great deal of weight anyway, so we're good to go. I think what we'll do is we'll start from this end and work our way across. Here we are then. As you can see, the trusses have all been put in place. They're not fixed as yet. We've got some truss clips to put each side of the timbers to hold them all into place. They're roughly in place as we go. We're going to just put the truss clips up on each timber, and we'll make sure that they're in the right position as we go down. We'll fix each one of these into place, and then we'll fit the glazing bar across the top, and then we'll measure with a piece of polycarbonate, make sure that this one is in perfect place. Now they're measured to 920 centres, so that gives 10 mil inside the glazing bar for it to be clamped down, but we just want to make sure that it's right as we go down. So truss bars, glazing bars, bit of polycarbonate, and we'll just keep moving the polycarbonate down as we go. We've got the extract in here for from the kitchen, so me and the plants will know when it's tea time. And just looking across, it's all ready to get going, so let's crack on. So these are the truss clips. We'll start getting these up and in position, and then we can start measuring out. Quick cup of tea. That's the first length and the first rail in place. So this is taking ages really, because there's this little black gasket that has to be fitted on each side of the rail as it goes down. So I want to get that on just to make sure that when I put the perspex sheeting on that it's correct. So we've got obviously two sides of that to do every single time. Let's get a sheet of the polycarbonate and see if it fits in where I've positioned my struts. So this one is slightly over 900, it's rounded on both ends, the rest of them are all cut. I'm not sure why I've got this one unless it's a delivery piece that they've sent. There's no film on it to say put it this way up, that way up, so I'll use this one anyway as my guide, and it'll be me 900 line guide as well. What we'll do is we'll just keep moving that down for our measurements just to make sure they're right. But if that's gone in right there, I'm pretty sure that the rest of them will slot in nicely, but I'm not going to take any risks. We'll do them one at a time and just carry on. Not too bad a job there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trusses in place. There's an 8th one to go, but for some reason we haven't got the rail, so we're going to have to get an extra rail. And then there's no end, so we'll probably need an extra rail for that one on the end also. So we need 2 more rails, and then probably another piece of the 4x2 timber to go on the wall. But it's all in and in place, tested already with the polycarbonate, and it goes on lovely. We're just going to be taking out a row of the mortar where the clips are, probably the third, just on top of that third brick up. A row of the mortar needs to come out, so that's going to be, you know, a job that gets done probably during the evenings throughout the week. We'll order the extra pieces that we need and get them here as well, and throughout the week hopefully the roof should come together. But I think the next thing to do is to take the mortar out, ready for the flashing to go up, and then as the flashing goes into position and we can refill it, we can start putting the polycarbonate up and moulding the lead flashing to that. So it's all coming together. I'm going to call it a day here today now, because in an hour or so England are facing Italy for the Euro final. So come on England, let's hope it does actually come home. But for today, that's it. So make the best of the rest of your day, you know, make the best of it. And if you do go out, wear a mask, be kind to others, animals and the planet. And as always, I'll see you again in the next one.